Oh my. You know, have you ever noticed, stop. I'm never going to be able to stop once I get started wholeheartedly. Have you ever noticed that when one person is laughing in a room, sometimes it's contagious to everybody else there, even if nothing's funny.
It's
right?
always funny.
It's funny.
Laughing is funny.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward together with the Decker team.
And so we're excited that for over 30 years, we've been able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate over 3,117 times, but coming alongside you to have some fun, build your faith, build your finances, and even strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. Really 30 years of building your life, your home, and your business, your finances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so the whole concept of discovering how humor can increase vitality, and that if you don't have space in your life, or we were calling it boredom, if you don't have space, you may not laugh as much.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we're in the, like, you don't have to schedule trouble, but you may need to schedule fun and laughter.
Yeah. Do you know what's a little bit hilarious? Is, of course, I started laughing on cue, right? For the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And then I could see that you started to laugh. Even though you were supposed to start to laugh, you wanted to start to laugh
sooner. And you actually made me record that piece twice because I started laughing too soon because you were contagious.
And what's hilarious is now you're talking, and even as you were doing your introduction, I wanted to keep laughing.
You're not allowed.
I just want to laugh. It felt so good.
It does feel good. And when we are in that state of lightheartedness, laughter, joy, actually we're more creative. We actually have more ability for things to flow and for new things to show up rather than same old, same old.
You know what? I find I learn better that way too. Have you ever had a teacher that was like, remember Mr. Pierce?
Yes.
Was it Pearson or Pierce? Pierce. Our math teacher. And he was hilarious. And he'd wear his like tie backwards, or he would use his tie to wipe off the chalkboard, or he would throw a chalk brush or chalk at us if we were distracting.
Yep.
But he was funny as he taught math. And I learned math better when there was humor. It's like it attached an emotion to the learning.
Which is, I think, true for most of us, right? Mm-hmm. We often will talk about how do you learn better and make it enjoyable, make it a little bit fun. One of my favorite authors was a comedian before he was an author and a speaker. And it is so much easier to catch the concepts he's sharing because he does it in a jovial way.
Well,
and then he uses different voices, right?
That's why his books are way better in Audible than they are in
them
written.
Very much. I mean, I have read several of his books.
The voices he puts on are amazing.
Because I have to use my own imagination for the voices when I read it versus when I listen to his books. He brings the voices, and then my imagination can take it that much further. I have a picture for what Jones looks like. I have a picture of what David Ponder looks like. I have a picture of what all of the characters in his books look like.
Was Jones the old guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Or Jen. He was also called Jen or Garcia. He has 3 different names.
Oh, yeah. It's depending on what language you speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so anyway, all that to say, as you're exploring, how do you get access to more? How do you get access to more creativity? That's really what we're talking about here, right? And so boredom lets us access things. Laughter lets us access things. Playfully asking questions lets us access things. And what's the point?
Because all of those things improve vitality. They improve your life, just like Life X does. If you want our book that's going to be coming out in the future, it's called Life X. And basically how to live a life exponential.
Right. It's the simple steps to achieve living exponentially.
Yeah. So if you'd like maybe to order that book or to be the first to know when it's available because it's at the publishers for final editing right now and design. So you could together at Decker Team, right? Together at deckerteam.com. Send us an email and just say you'd like to be put on the list for notification of when Life X is released.
And X stands for exponential.
Yeah.
So Life Exponential. And laughter gives us access to living life exponentially, right? It reduces heart rate. It increases creativity. It actually makes you healthier. It actually even burns calories, right?
It does.
It does burn
when
calories.
was the last time you had one of those gut-wrenching laughs where you're crying, you can barely catch your breath? It's hilarious.
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a few weeks?
Yeah.
And it's
so
contagious.
I think it's time for another one.
It's contagious. I remember watching a video, excuse me, of a guy on a train, and he just starts hilariously laughing. And it spreads throughout the whole car of the train. It's like a subway. And people are laughing and laughing and laughing. And when the train stops and somebody new gets to get on, they all stop laughing. They all suck it in. And then as soon as the person sits down, they all break out laughing again. And sometimes that person thought it was about them, but then they just started laughing too. And it goes from stop to stop to stop. And it's just... So why do people watch videos like that?
Well, because it improves your life, right? Like light, joyful heartedness actually gives you a life worth living.
Yeah, there was a study in 2018, and it showed that 71% of people go to social media to laugh. They want to watch humorous shorts, like very short, 30 seconds, 1 minute.
Is that why you tell the dad jokes? Is that for humor?
Laugh?
Yeah, is it to make people laugh?
Well, it doesn't always work though.
But that's kind of the point, right?
Yes, it is kind of the point, because when it's a dad joke, sometimes that makes you laugh because it's so dumb.
Right, exactly.
Yes. Now, I get caught up in watching videos, I must say, on social media. And I'm watching the ones that are fun. And, have you ever watched a infant? I don't know what age they take it up, whether it's 6 months, 9 months, or whatever. When they find something funny and they hysterically laugh, and then you do the action over again, and they laugh and laugh and laugh, and you do the action again, and they break a gut. Can you control yourself from laughing and smiling when you see that happening?
No.
And did that infant learn to laugh, or was laughter in them?
I think we were created to laugh. I think that was part of our design.
Yeah.
The intelligent design was that we were to be lighthearted, because out of lightheartedness and laughter and jovialness, so much more can flow. Like when you're miserable, you are.
Oh, that never happens, is it?
Oh, please.
That's humor. See right there.
Yeah, that was humor. When you're miserable, nothing creative shows up.
No.
Right? It's a spiral that goes downward. So laughter can take you on an upward spiral. Is that still a spiral when it's an upward? Upward, flying through.
Yeah. So George Walensky said, humor is the shortest path from one person to another. And we are excited to be your advocates on this journey of building wealth through real estate and a life exponential.
Moving forward with the Decker team. Moving forward.